Greetings and salutations in service to the one I am, Amber Dawn Star, practical mystic, energetic activist, and for 35 years, master breathologist. Welcome back to my community, my sweet little community. Thank you all for sticking around and hanging out with me. The other day, attempted to do it. Couldn't do it. You know, the spirit is way willing, but the body, a little iffy with the body. My mind, that's been dragging my body around all my life. Now my body's like, rebelling. And, my last video was very short, 6 minutes, I think, something like that. And that took a lot that day. And then, the next time my body just wasn't cooperating. So if your body's doing that too, then just, be gentle with yourself, forgive yourself, love your body. I do love my body, considering all the challenges it's faced in its years on the planet. It's taken a lot of structural hits and still going. Some days better than others. So today it is going. So I'm taking advantage of it. It is 3 6s today. So that's a great day to balance it out. This is a great day to balance it all out. Are you balanced? Are you balanced in your heart? Are you balanced in your consciousness? Are you balanced with your high self? Are you balanced? And if you're not, then where are you out of balance? Are you out of balance within your heart chakra? Are you not forgiving? Are you not listening? Are you not communicating? One of the things about communication, one of the biggest things about communication is actually listening to what the other person is saying without thinking what you're going to say about it, just being with that person in the moment. So maybe you're out of balance with your communication and the listening aspect of that communication. And, maybe you're out of balance by only listening to the monkey mind chatter and not listening to the still, quiet voice that is your high self talking, and spirit is talking through your high self to you in your consciousness, really all the time. I mean, it's not ever not talking to you. Ears to hear. If you have them, then you'll be able to hear it, and you'll be able to get your a lot of guidance and a lot of questions answered just by listening to what's going on outside and what's going on inside. The balance right now is the most important thing we can do as far as today is concerned, is to find out where we're out of balance and attempt to bring that back into balance. Taking a deep, full, holy, conscious breath is one way to get yourself back in balance, at least back to the moment. Now, being now in the moment. Sometimes, being out of balance is spending too much time in the past, spending too much time in the future, not being in the now. And right now is basically it, regardless of how we want it or where we're at or how we'd like it to be different or, any of the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Right now, we just have to find out where exactly we're out of balance and attempt to get back into that balance, usually by allowing yourself and accepting yourself to be exactly who you are right now in this moment. And actually, just letting the mind, noticing it, seeing it, but not attaching to the thoughts that are constantly going on, telling it, shh, quiet. I don't want to listen to that. Keep saying your mantra. just keep saying whatever your mantra is. Just whenever you can think of it, just say that. That'll bring you back into balance. That'll bring you back into alignment. If that's just constantly running in the back of your mind all the time, let it. Whatever tools you have to keep you balanced, whatever tools you have to keep you in the now, those are the tools that we have to use right now. For me, a lot of it is the conscious holy breath, because it's just been part of my life for 35 years, so that's my go-to, and it works every single time. I mean, I can be in not the highest vibration, like more third dimensional vibration, and breathe just for a few minutes, taking a conscious holy breath, and it allows my nervous system to calm down, which is one of the things that this breath and most breaths do is, well, unless they're energetic breaths, which, raise you. Woo! This one is about letting go of the crap that's in your emotional body. This breath is about clearing that, so all the stuff from the past can be let go of, and all that energy that you're holding back there in the past can come forward into the now. And all that energy that you're putting out into the future, which especially at this point, bring it back into the now, and then you have your power back, because there's no point in batting your heart against someone else's wall that just will not allow that balance to happen. And sometimes, with that, if you've done your part, if you've shown up, if you've said, look, let's balance this, and the people just refuse to do it with you, well, then what can you do? I mean, then you have to release them in love and let them find their own way back to their hearts and their consciousness and their alignment, and letting them find their own balance instead of you attempting to balance everything when it's not just you involved, right? Your relationships, big time relationships right now, are upfront personal right now. And so that balance is exactly what you need. Where are you out of balance within your relationships? And if those relationships are not serving you anymore and your highest good, and you are out of balance because you feel like you're the one that keeps showing up and you keep just getting blah, 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 and you want to believe it because it sounds good, but it's just blah, blah, blah. Spiritual ego. What? We have another ego? Yes, we do. We have that ego too. That spiritual ego that knows all the words, can talk the talk. But when it comes to walking it, doesn't line up. Thank you. So a huge butterfly just fly back past my window. Thank you. So there's a sign. Yay, transformation is afoot. Yay. Could use that. So, balance, about within and without. Balance. Knowing that you are the spark of all that is. And everyone else is too. And I know that's a lot to take in right now, considering some of the sparks out there. You're wondering about that. But that's why we're attempting, each of us that know anything about what's happening right now, are balancing. We're balancing within, because as we balance within, of course, the outer is balanced also, because it's all connected. So the more you do your own balancing by breathing a conscious holy breath, by clearing your emotional body, by allowing yourself to have all your power back in the moment, come back into balance. Because if you're in the past, you're out of balance. If you're in the future, you're out of balance. Those two areas have not happened yet. Well, the past has happened, but you can't do anything about it to change it. And I'm sure everybody has parts of their past that they would like to go back and change, right? Remember that when you're judging. I'm sure you've had parts of your past that you would like to go back and change. But you can't. You can only be right here, right now. And the future will take care of itself as long as you stay in your alignment in your heart, your consciousness, and your source. Then you can intend and you can make plans and you can allow and you can accept so that your intentions of your future happen. And sometimes you might intend quite a bit, and it's all in Spirit's timing. You might think it's in your own, but no, not really. No. Divine timing is usually how this all works that I've experienced in my life. So finding your balance within. Where do you get triggered? Who triggers you? What triggers you? All of those are clues to show you and me, oh boy, yeah, and me, where I'm still out of balance. Because it's usually something from the past that's triggering me, right? So there's nothing I can do about that. I have to forgive, and I'm really working on that and letting it be what it was, and working on that and just keep bringing myself back to now and breathing and allowing and accepting what is. So the difference between, the flow. So there's a circle of, doing what you need to do, which is discipline. And then there's a circle that is surrender. And where those circles overlap is the flow. So when you're flowing, you're being, and things are just manifesting and coming to you very easily. When you're in balance. So utilize this 12-12 right now, and which is also balance. 12-12, yeah, it's the balance. So utilize this day for your balance. See where you're out of balance. Bring yourself back into balance. Breathe a conscious holy breath. Just breathe and let whatever's on the surface of your emotional body, just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. And that'll start bringing you back, at least somewhat. So if you like this video, and if you like anything and it sparks anything or means anything, please like and share and subscribe and let other people know in case you know anybody that might like, yeah, that's exactly what I need to hear right now. I trust so. All right. Om Namah Shivaya. In the catch. Namaste. El Kalima. All right, so we have 2 more this week, hopefully. Hopefully 2 more times this week you'll be seeing me again. So we'll